On a cold February morning in 1855, villagers across Devon, England, woke up to something terrifying. Perfectly shaped hoof prints, like a goat or something else, stretched across more than 100 miles of snow. They went over rooftops, across rivers, through walls, and into places no living animal could reach. It became known as the Devil's Footprints. But here's the part almost nobody talks about. They came back in 2009, over a century and a half later, and this time we have photographs and witnesses. The morning of February 8th, 1855, was unusually quiet. Fresh snowfall blanketed Devon. Around dawn, villagers noticed a strange line of crisp, deep hoof-shaped tracks. Each print about 4 inches long, arranged in a single file line, as though made by a creature hopping on one leg. But the weirdest part, the tracks went in a perfectly straight line for up to 100 miles, through fields, across frozen rivers, over 12-foot-tall roofs, and even appearing on opposite sides of locked doors, without disturbing the snow around it. The church declared it a sign of demonic presence. Scientists blamed badgers, kangaroos, escaped circus animals. Yes, a kangaroo, because nothing screams logical explanation like a hopping Australian tourist in Victorian England. Modern investigators found something compelling. The footprints had no drag marks, no disturbance around them, and no variation in depth, meaning whatever made them wasn't walking. It was descending vertically, as if something touched the snow briefly, then lifted again. For 150 years, nothing happened. Scientists moved on. Locals turned it into folklore, and skeptics chalked it up to mass hysteria. And then Devon got another snowfall. January 2009, South Devon. A couple walking their dog sees something in the fresh snow. A perfect line of hoof-shaped prints, identical to those from 1855, stretching across their yard and disappearing into the distance. Then more reports came in. Multiple towns, multiple witnesses, same shape, same spacing, same straight line path. Witnesses describe crisp, clean hoof-shaped prints, each about 4 inches long, equally spaced, arranged in a perfect single-file line, appearing on rooftops, sheds, and across frozen ponds. Sound familiar? One man claimed the footprints went up the side of his barn wall, and experts noticed something else. Some prints were in places no animal could physically reach, unless it entered from above. Theory 1. Animals. Badgers? Rabbits? Kangaroos? None of these. Make single-file prints. Walk in straight lines. Walk on roofs. Teleport through walls. Theory 2. Weather phenomenon. Some claim strange melting patterns cause hoof-like impressions in snow. But meteorologists say the prints were too uniform, too deep, and too consistent across miles. Theory 3. A hoax. But hundreds of miles of perfect prints across roofs in multiple towns? That's not a prank. That's a full-time job. Theory 4. Something airborne. Many investigators now believe the creature never walked. It touched down repeatedly, like a bird. But no known bird has a 4-inch hoof print, lands in a straight line, weighs enough to create deep impressions. Theory 5. Something not from here. One theory suggests exactly that. A non-terrestrial biological entity capable of hovering, scanning, descending briefly, and moving in straight lines. Some kind of surveillance organism. Here's the part nobody mentions. Footprint sightings spike every time there's a major solar storm, magnetic field disruption, unusual atmospheric activity, like in 1855, and again in 2009. Both years had record disturbances in Earth's magnetic field. Investigators think whatever is leaving the prints might navigate magnetically and shows up when those fields shift. To this day, no one knows what left the prints. A hoax would be impressive. An animal would be impossible. A weather phenomenon would be miraculous. If something else is testing our environment, studying us, mapping our terrain, well, we only know one thing. Whatever made those prints, it came back once. It can come back again.